42 didn't really get much of a mention. It was mentioned in the beginning in passing, and also Marvin. And that was the thing that most people who said anything said, why isn't Marvin back? Because you brought everybody else back. But I felt that Marvin's death scene was so brilliantly written that to bring him back would be a little bit cheap. It would undermine the beauty of that scene, dying in Arthur's arms, looking up at the words of God on the mountaintop. And then just to bring him back. And I could have done it with some time fiddly bits. I could have fiddled him back in, but I thought it would be a little bit of a cheat. And the other thing I did, which I was really worried about, was Zaphod's head. I removed a head of Zaphod, who famously has 2 heads and 3 arms. But I think Douglas did that as a gag on the radio. And he would have no problem not following through on that. But that's not how I work. I would have had to refer to that head all the time. So I decided I would take it off and move it away. And I remember saying to my wife, I'm really worried. I'm working on the Hitchhiker, and the fans are going to go crazy because I've removed a fictional character's head. And she looked at me and said, well, I have to pick up the kids. And that said it all. It said, get a real problem. And at that point, I kind of stopped worrying, and I just enjoyed writing the book. It was my wife who, she gave me a euphemistic slap around the ear hole and told me to get on with it, and I did.
That's excellent.